Carla, can you please read the title for the 10 a.m. time certain, item number 1720? This is a resolution.
Requires city bureaus to include at least one minority evaluator provided by the Alliance of Minority Chambers on all contractor evaluation and selection panels, awarding city contracts in excess of the formal solicitation thresholds for contracts that are not awarded on the basis of lowest responsible bidder.
We have introduced your resolution.
Thank you. I could have Roy J. come forward. Mayor Adams and council, as you know, there's no council that has been more focused on opening up our city to opportunities that historically in other cities extend only certain segments of the population. We work to make sure when we reach out to our community to do business that people of color, women, and emerging small businesses have an equal shot at getting a contract. For all of our good intentions, for all of our hard work, for all of the efforts on the part of those of us who want to do better, we have not got to where we want to be. In an effort to try a different strategy to get us to where we want to be, this resolution today will require that from this point on, any contracts the city does that include RFP committees include one member of the minority community and at least one member, and then proportioned on up dependent upon the number of people on the RFP committee.
I can't tell you how pleased I feel that we've came this far. I made a bunch of notes, but I don't go from script. What you see behind me is representatives from the Filipino American Chamber, OWAMI, Hispanic Chamber, the Native American Chamber, the Asian Business Group, Urban League, and probably a host of other group individuals that have came here primarily to support this resolution. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of controversy about what this actually does. And to put it in real simple terms, this allows people of color and small businesses, not just people of color, and small businesses to also be sitting on an evaluation of all RFPs and RFQs for professional and technical services that the city is about to let from here on after. Now, this isn't going to come overnight, as I've talked with Commissioner Fish and Commissioner Leonard and some of the rest of you. Whatever is passed today will probably not go into effect until April or May, until all the infrastructure is put together, because all of our groups collectively will be meeting on a regular basis. Even though there was an amendment, this was always part of the plan. I do want to thank Commissioner Leonard for also being involved in this from the ground level as we started to move forward, because as we counsel and mentor small businesses, one of the things that they've constantly said is that they need to be at the table, not underneath the table, not on the side of the table. This is a chance, and again, I really want to emphasize, this is not a cure-all for anything, but at least we will have people at the table to evaluate some of these RFPs, RFQs that are coming out. I know that you're going to hear different testimony, pro and con, but trust me, this is for the good of the entire city, not any particular group, not Roy J., not the African American Chamber. What you see behind me is a collection and collaboration of folks that are here to support, because this will be the first city in the nation to ever walk the walk, talk the talk, and this goes far beyond any good faith effort. You are putting it in print that this is what we're going to do. And this is about being inclusive, not exclusive. So I don't want to go in for an hour and a half telling you all the good benefits. I think you already know. You know where we've been before. This is 25 years past due. It's time for us to step to the plate. Thank you. Again, thank you for what you're about to do, hopefully what you're about to do. I never take anything for granted, but I'm going to leave it up to everybody else to step forward and give their piece, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, but we're all in this together. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Harold Williams. Mayor Adams, Commissioner Leonard, Fritz, Salzman, and Fish, many statements about diversity, inclusiveness have already happened earlier today in testimonies. What we are here about is not our differences or indifference to those who paved the way in past struggles, but I take my hat off to Commissioner Leonard and Mayor Adams for co-sponsoring this document that would move us closer in the 21st century and inviting all of us citizens to be at the table. You are to be commended because a city that's of our size and one of the whitest cities in America, this is historical. To recognize people of color and other cultures to have a place at the table, this just doesn't happen. Forget New York, LA, Philadelphia, Chicago, it ain't gonna happen. But in Portland, Oregon, you truly made it, the city of roses that is inclusive of everyone. We talk about people, Salzman and his struggles in making things better with the police, Fish in bringing unity to people, the Lionheart and the great compassion of Leonard, and the sensitivity of Ms. Fitz. All of that and the leadership that you bring will give us a stage to have a voice, to do something great, to be at the table, to see that we will have a piece of the pie. It can no longer say that we weren't at the table. We didn't have a knife to cut. You gave us a choice to do the cutting of the pie or choosing of the slice. We can't do both. And with that opportunity, we thank you for moving forward. You'll have some that say, not now, but the question is, if not now, then when? We say, who will be the best voice? You've spoken for all of us. I look at this picture here. I don't see a black face, brown face, but I see beautiful heart that's inclusive of everybody. And with your heart and your compassion and your mind, I thank you for bringing us to the table. And however you vote today, I'm here to stand with you in making this a better place. And those who came to challenge it and to disagree and to wait, I say shame on you. The time is now, and I thank you.
I've never been so delighted or more thrilled about a product that I've had some involvement in. Aye.
It is our community, it is all of our community, and the diversity makes us better. And I think that the diversity in these contracts will help us do better as well. So thank you very much for all of your work. Thank you, Commissioner Leonard and Mayor Adams. Aye.
But today, thanks to the leadership of my two colleagues, we get to do something now, today, that'll make a difference. So I am very proud to not only lend my support to this, but to help Lily out on her bet. And I vote aye.
I do think this is a major step in the right direction. So I'm pleased, as always, to once again agree with Commissioner Leonard on so many things. and vote aye.
Just to show that we're serious about this, we're getting a coordinator on this task that is second to none. I know her from her work in a variety of different areas, but Tiffany, would you stand up and be recognized? Congratulations. I'm very pleased to vote aye and begin the work of implementation. Aye. So approved.
What we've just experienced in Portland, Oregon has probably been one of the most historic moments for ethnic minority businesses, not just in the city, but not just in the state, but probably the nation. Portland, Oregon, the city council, business leaders all came together for one particular purpose, to make sure that ethnic minorities are going to be at the table instead of under the table when it comes to evaluation of RFPs and RFQs from this day forward. This is an all-white city that knew how important it was to try and empower people of color as well as small businesses. It's real important that our city council got the message. What came together was a collaboration of minority chambers, African American chambers, Filipino chambers, the Oregon Association for Minority Entrepreneurs, Hispanic Metropolitan Chamber, the Urban League, OWAMI, all the rest of these groups that all stepped forward, including the Native American Chamber, to make sure that we had one voice and making sure that we're going to be involved and included from now on every piece of RFPs and RFQs that are going to be led by the city, which is basically millions and millions of dollars.